Owen, we're back out, mate. The 16th of July.
July next week, yeah. Week Saturday.
Back out where you made your debut at the Reebok, and you was going to be out for vengeance because in your last fight up in Blackpool,
back in
you
April.
lost a very close decision to Jake Bray.
That's right, yeah.
A fight that I believe you won. You believed you won.
I don't think anyone yet to find someone, Lee, other than that referee that scored it, to say, yeah, do you know what, I thought you lost, but one minute.
Yeah, it is. But do you know something? I think it's been quite good for you. You seem to take positive out of it. I've been watching you today on the bike and working hard with Bob, because Bob is your new coach now.
That's right, I'm working with Bob now.
Basically, you've been training yourself, haven't you?
Well, just
Majority of your career. I know your dad's always helped out with you.
Yeah, my dad plays a massive part in this stuff. But previous to working with Bob, I was working with a lad up in Lancaster, but just the commitment thing, you know, when we work and having other people, and it's sometimes the timing never fell, so I'd always be missing out on some sessions and whatnot. Whereas Bob, we're in here all the time, and it's good.
Is the place where is this Coastal Boxing, Coastal ABC?
Coastal ABC, it's called in Morecambe, So it's good to have you in Morecambe, Lee. Finally here,
Yeah, fine. It was a lovely drive actually. I really enjoyed myself. But what because we've spoke quite a few times on the phone.
Yeah.
And I love the way you have turned a negative into a positive, and I'm really excited to see what you bring on the 16th, because I see a much more positive attitude from you.
Of course. I feel, do you know what it is, Lee? I walked out of that venue feeling on top, back in April, was it 8th or 9th, whatever it was.
I think 2nd of April.
Something like that, Something, and do you know what, walking out of there, I had my injury, my hand was in bits, I was flogged. You know what it's like after a fight, you're all over the place. And I walked out of there and I felt like I'd won a world title, mate, honest to God. With people responding how they did it felt good. Yeah. You know, I thought, you know, when you lose a fight, that's it, but it felt good, and it's woken me up a bit.
But what's important now you've lost is how you come back.
Of course.
How you come back. Whether you felt you lost, whether I felt you lost, it doesn't make any difference.
It's on the record there now, isn't it?
You lost, you're 2-1.
Yeah.
So you've got to come back, and you've got to come back big, really. And from what I've just been watching today, I think that's a good possibility. Yeah. And you've got a very good kid, a kid called Josh Cook. Yeah. Not a massive threat, as in
very good though, he knows what he's doing.
Defensively,
well, he's like the English Floyd Mayweather, isn't he? He does the old
he does it really well. Very defensive. He's a kid that will have a long career as a man on the road, because very rarely does he get caught clean, and often does enough to steal a round off most people he gets in
strong, doesn't he? In sort of like 3rd and 4th, he tries, you know, pinching around or two. So we studied him, haven't we? You know, me and Bob's had a good look at him, and well, like you say, we was meant to be fighting someone else, but that fell through.
Still so, because hopefully we return back to Blackpool on the 10th of September.
10th of September,
And hopefully that's going to be when you get to chance to fight Jake Bray again.
Well, it's not 100%.
This time over 6 rounds, going to be your first 6 rounder.
Yeah, and do you know what? I can't wait, Lee. You know, I'm feeling fit. I'm sparring strong lads, bigger than me, and I'm holding my own in there with him, and that's at a good work rate. You know, it's non-stop, and that 4 rounds I'm not really blowing, so.
Obviously all the hard work's done. I've just caught you today, just keeping sharp and making sure everything's ready for the 16th. But yesterday you sparred a kid who I know real well, a lad from Salford.
Oh, Jumbo.
Jumbo, Jake Andrews, who's a good kid. I think he's 2-0 as a pro.
Yeah, he's fighting week after on 23rd, I think it is.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's a big guy, he's a super middleweight, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big boy.
And a big super middleweight.
Do you know what? I've got him on Instagram, and I've seen one of his posts. I don't know how long ago it was, but he's come down from 19 stone. You know what I mean? So he's held a lot of weight before, and you know, when people put weight on like that.
Well, he's one of those great boxing stories.
What story?
He walked into Marvin Greaves' gym.
That's right.
And turned his life around, because a bad start, a lot of horrible things have happened to him in his life that shouldn't happen, and he's managed to find boxing and turn all those negatives into a positive. And
it's all about the story as well, isn't it? Outside of being in here, you know, it's people like that sort of stuff, and you know, he's a nice lad, Jake.
He's a really nice lad, mate.
Good bit of work, you know.
Well, how did that come about then? How do you, a kid from Morecambe up here, find out your way all the way down to?
Well, he's more down to Bob. He sorts out all the sparring, but when you're from somewhere like Morecambe, mate, you know, we're in the sticks. We've got to go. We have to do that, because there's not much around here other than there's a couple of gyms, but there's not many people, is there, Bob? Really, we've got to go.
Hey, do you know
on the road,
and the pressure's on you now as well, you know, because Josh has fought a lot of your stablemates and a lot of the guys who are all in your weight category, all those, you know, light middleweights.
Yeah.
And I think he fought Paddy Lacey not long ago.
He's fought Casey Brown on his
Casey Brown.
Who else
I
he's
think he's fought. Did he fight Reece?
No, he's meant to be, wasn't he? But then was it Reece got that Irish guy, a Scottish fellow?
Jay McCarthy, didn't
Good
he?
fight that. He come game, didn't he? But fair play to Reece. You know, he adapted, didn't he?
But he has, and so as with all your other opponents,
yeah,
they've all been fighting one another.
That's what we're doing, isn't it?
Well, because there's so many of you. We spoke to Casey Brown, we spoke to Reece and all the other lads, Sean Arkwright, and there's about six of you that are all in the light middleweight division. Maybe next year, maybe this is something that happens and you end up fighting all those guys. Because Johnny Boy Kiley, another good kid, you've done loads of rounds with him. Yeah. He's done loads of rounds with Casey. You've all helped one another.
I've sparred
to get
Casey
to the
as well.
next
Yeah,
level.
he's good. Yeah, you know.
But could be future opponents.
Well, do you know what it is? You know, I don't. Steve has a lot to do with all other promoters and whatnot. But that Ben Shalom, doesn't he? Does a lot.
Yeah.
Like he does like these little tournaments for people like me, Johnny, Casey, Reece, and all lads from wherever.
You know, it could happen on the TV shows that we've got. Steve's going to tell me more about it when he's got a bit more time. But he's
busy
working
man,
on them. He's got 4 shows coming up. Maybe we get a couple of semi-finals where we have all VIP versus VIP. In 6-rounders, and then the winners of those go on to fight in an 8-rounder in the final.
Of course.
You know? And then the winner of that gets an opportunity to fight on perhaps the big stage.
It's on fire, isn't it? The old light middleweight division. There's plenty of us to knock hell out of each other in the next few months.
And that's what's good about these, you know, because once you fought Josh, there'll probably one of the other kids, Reece might end up fighting him and all these, and we all judge you. It's a bit wrong, but we do.
It's entertainment business, isn't it? If you don't perform, people want to see and turn somewhere else. Do you know what it is? I like the pressure. Yeah. I want pressure, Lee. You know, pressure makes me get that butterflies in your belly. That's the old saying, But the pressure, mate, and you know, most people probably say the same. If I don't feel like I've got pressure on me, or if I don't feel like nervous or out, I'll underperform. Whereas if I feel pressure, which I do to the highest degree I've ever felt, I'll get in there and I'll do what I've got to do.
This is going to bring something out of you. Now you've lost your own, and you know the eyes are on you. You know, people are going to be judging you. You know, because he's done this and he's done. I mean, Casey just beat Jake Bray, who beat you.
Beat him as well, didn't he?
So he did. He beat very well.
Yeah.
So now the pressure on you. You've got to tell everyone. Look at me. No, I'm the light middleweight that VIP should be looking at to go to the next level first.
Well, listen, what day are we on now? Thursday. We're 7-8 days away from July 16th. We've got to look at getting Josh Cook out of the way first. You know, get in with him, get some good rounds with him. Camp's been good. I said to you last time I spoke to you, was in changing rooms at Blackpool on it when I was being wrapped up by the doctor. I'd done my hand in and I said, as soon as my hand is better and I'm cleared, I went to about 2 or 3 doctor's appointments until he said, right, you can put a glove on and punch.
Well, physically you look a little bit bigger. So
changed everything, mate. You know, Bob was just telling you, I've been hitting personal bests like you don't know what. There's a hill run we do every Sunday morning it's called the Jubilee in Lancaster. And we set off, and when I say to him at the hills, and Bob will back me up, the hills are like that, it's gruelling, and if you're not fit, it'll swallow you up. My first one, I did it in about, I put it to 44 minutes, it was like 44 minutes, 20 odd. I've knocked just under 10 minutes off from the start of camp to the last one we did. So that there alone tells you the improvements there.
Those are great little milestones, you know, in beating your personals all the time.
But
it's a boxing match and not a running match, isn't it? So
well, that's it.
We'll have to find out on the 16th whether it's worked.
That's it. Well, there's no point doing too much talking. We're only a week away, aren't we? You know, the work's pretty much done now. It's ticking over, and but no, I've just made a good few changes. We've got Bob on board now.
I was going to say now that Bob's sat next to you over there. He's not on camera, but he's been with you. We've been chatting all day. Do you think that's going to be a big one? Because I know your dad helps out a lot with
massively,
you.
Yeah.
But you needed someone full time, someone who can keep that watchful eye on you and find out, you know, those little tweaks that need to be done.
Yeah.
Do you feel you're a better fighter for? Because it's been about 10 weeks now you've been working together.
It's something like that. Yeah, no, I feel much better. It's just consistency, innit? Like my dad's a massive part. And my dad always will be. But as you know, he lives down south and I live up here, so we do what we can. And then previous to working with Bob, there was another guy I was working with. And again, when you're a professional athlete, you just need the consistency. And I felt like, you know, from the last few camps, like, you know, put my dad aside because he lives away, miles away. The consistency weren't really there. It was good work, but as a professional boxer, you can't have inconsistent
So you think you're going to see a big difference?
I think you're going to see a massive difference, 100%. But it's all, you know, I can't wait to get in there, Lee. Can't wait.
Well,
I told you on April 8th, didn't I?
I can't wait to watch
it,
mate. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to what comes before the end of the year, because you're all you light middleweights that we were talking about before, are all stepping up to 6 rounds.
Yeah, September.
And those meaningful fights are not too far away.
No.
But first of all, you've got to win a week on Saturday and get win number 3.
Yeah, win number 3. I'll have a quick pizza afterwards, and then we'll be straight back in gym, because, like you say, it's only a couple of months away. Right. So I can't afford too much time off, which I don't want it. I'm enjoying it.
Listen, you don't do time off now, because you fight that, you have a few days off, and you got to prepare them for your first 6 rounder. So the stakes are moving up, mate. First 6 rounder, first rematch. Yeah. So pressure's on.
Pressure's on. And do you know what it is as well? Just going back and give him a quick shout out. I've got a new nutritionist called Pete Bell. You might know him.
I know, yeah, works with Brad Reed.
That's right, yeah. We brought him on board, and that's probably why I'm physically bigger. You know,
right,
I'm eating all the right stuff.
What you need to do is send me all your logos over, and as this video's running, they'll be running through in the bottom corner, and it helps to say thank you to these people that make this journey possible.
All my sponsors as well, I'll send you all them, and we'll chuck them on video and that, and just want to say thank you to all my sponsors. You know, without them, it's hard with them, because it's an hard slog, but with them, they make it just that you know, a bit easier.
Takes the edge off it, doesn't it?
Of course it does. You know, without them, it'd be hard. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be able to eat all the good food and get all the right advice and all the right training that I'm getting. So, feeling good, Lee. And next week, we're back.
Pressure's on, July the 16th.
Yeah,
get back to
throw all
ways.
the pressure at me. I love it. I'm excited. I'm
Alright, kiddo.
Yeah.
We'll see you then.
Take it
Bob,
easy, Lee.
Quick one. See you later, mate.
See you later, buddy.
Take care.
Nice to see you.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.